A very good morning to you all, and welcome to the Great Hall of the University of Ghana. We are all gathered here for the grant agreement, for the signing of the grant agreement between the Norwegian Agency for Development Cooperation and the University of Ghana regarding the University of Ghana School of Law Ocean Governance and Development Project. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. To kickstart this program, I would like to invite Her Excellency Ambassador Miss Ingrid Mollestad, Norwegian Ambassador to Ghana, to introduce the Norwegian delegation to us. Shall we please welcome her?
Thank you very much. It is indeed a very great honor to be here today on this August occasion. And I would like to thank all of you at the University of Ghana and the Vice Chancellor for preparing all of this wonderful event for us today. I would like to introduce the Norwegian delegation. You have here the Deputy Minister for International Development, Mrs. Bjørg Sandskjær, who has just entered into office a few weeks ago for the new government and is now on a very, very first trip abroad, and that is to Ghana. So I dare say, as an ambassador, I'm very proud and happy that this is the case. I would also like to introduce the Director General of NORAD. That is, in a way, a main character today, as we are going to sign the bilateral agreement between the university and NORAD. And I'm very pleased that Mr. Borsoliel is also here in Ghana, straight from Nigeria. So it's a high-level week for us Norwegians in Ghana this week. We also have a business delegation coming. I will not spend a lot of time on the issue at hand, which is, of course, the oceans, ocean governance, and how important that is to all of us. We have been working closely with Ghana since the 1960s. You all know about the Nansen ship that has contributed also a lot in this region. And also the President, Nana Akufo-Addo, is on the high-level ocean panel together with our Prime Minister. So there are a lot of cooperation going on, and as two coastal states, far from each other, but with a lot of interests in common, it is a beautiful, beautiful day that we are able to sign this bilateral agreement on ocean governance. So without further ado, I would like to give the floor again back to the Masters of Ceremony and just say that I'm very, very honored as Norway's ambassador to be able to be here on this day, and I'm so happy for this occasion, and I welcome the guests and all of you here. Thank you very much.
Many thanks to you, Ms. Mollestad. We shall proceed by inviting the Dean of University of Ghana School of Law, Professor Raymond Atuguba, to deliver the welcome address and to introduce the UG team to us. Please, let's welcome him.
Thank you. Excellency, Director of NORAD, Madam VC, please allow me to stand on the existing protocol and welcome you to today's signing ceremony. As my boss, the Vice Chancellor, will be delivering a salutary address, I will only briefly introduce the University of Ghana side of the gathering here today. Professor Nanaba Apia Amfo is the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, a sterling and experienced university administrator who has previously been Pro-Vice Chancellor. Under her visionary leadership, we hope to grow this project into a full-fledged sub-regional center. If Madam Vice Chancellor can give us a wave. Professor Felix Ankuma Asante is the Pro-Vice Chancellor in charge of research, innovation, and development. Also a sterling researcher and with lots of grantsman's experience, we are hoping that the research component of this project will quickly evolve into a program housed under his aegis. Professor Daniel Ofori is the acting Pro-Vice Chancellor for Academic and Student Affairs. He is also the Provost of the College of Humanities, making him my immediate boss. He is a sharp academic and excellent university administrator with whom we wish to grow the academic programs and the institutional development aspects of the project. Then we have Mrs. Emilia Ajay-Mensah. She is the registrar of the university. She's like the chief of staff of the university administration. And she makes the wheels of the universities roll without ceasing. So we have all of the top brass of the university administration here today with us. As you all know, this project is multidisciplinary. And so the provost of the College of Basic and Applied Sciences, who is at another equally important function, has asked the Dean of Biological Sciences, Professor Augustine Oklu, to represent him here. Of course, Professor Nunu, who is the head of Department of Marine and Fisheries Sciences, and Professor George Wiafi, who is unfortunately out of town, have been with us from the beginning of this project through the design phase, and they will work with us throughout the entire project. Finally, many of our faculty here at the University of Ghana School of Law and at the Department of Fisheries and Marine Sciences, but also at the Arctic University of Norway in Tromsø, have joined us online. That's why we have the technicians here to observe this signing ceremony. They will also work with us throughout the entire project. They are our partners in this. So thank you all for coming and welcome again to the University of Ghana.
Thanks very much, Prof. Atuguba, for introducing the UG team and for your welcome address. I will, at this point, invite our Vice Chancellor, Professor Nanaba Apia Amfo, to deliver the salutary address. Please, let's do her the honor by welcoming her.
Thank you, Madam Director of Public Affairs. Excellency, Ms. Ingrid Mollestad, Norwegian Ambassador to Ghana, Ms. Björk Sancher, the Deputy Minister, International Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Norway, our dear friends from Norway, university officials who are here. This thing keeps slipping off my mask. Let me take this off. Right, so, a very good afternoon to you all. And it is a real honor for me and my colleagues to welcome so many of you distinguished guests from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Norway, the Norwegian Agency for Development Cooperation, NORAD, and the Norwegian Embassy here in Accra, to the University of Ghana. Hjertelig velkommen til Ghana og University of Ghana. I hope du had a bra her. I note in particular the presence of several dignitaries, many of whom have traveled all the way from Norway to join us today to participate in this unique event, including the Deputy Minister for International Development. And I'm glad to hear this is your first visit abroad, and you are leading a high-powered delegation from the ministry, the Director General of the Norwegian Agency for Development Cooperation, Mr. Brad Solskjaer, with whom and with whose team we have worked closely to making today a reality. Thank you for being with us all the way. Naturally, your strong delegation is also supported by our friends at the Norwegian Embassy here in Accra, which is led by Her Excellency Ingrid Mollestad, who has only recently arrived in Ghana. We hope that you are enjoying our beautiful country already. As you may know, I spent the best part of my graduate education in Trondheim. I came to fall in love with Norway. I lived in Bergen too for a period because my husband studied there. So I love Norway. I love its people, the food and culture, blottekake, fiskekake, all the kakes. So I look to Norway as my second home. Indeed, I had two out of my three children in Norway, one in Bergen and one in Trondheim. So Norway is really home for me. So I'm glad then to see my two favorite countries come together and collaborate on a project that has real potential to transform lives and provide a pathway to how Ghana can meet its sustainable blue economy aspirations. Today, we begin what I anticipate to be a long, rich, and fruitful journey built on partnership, mutual commitment, and a real sense of purpose. On behalf of my colleagues at the University of Ghana School of Law and the Department of Marine and Fisheries Sciences, who have worked diligently together with our partners at NORAD to bring this project to fruition, I want to thank all of you for making this project a reality. I'm excited to know that this project provides a unique opportunity for us to create better synergies for all multidisciplinary ocean-related initiatives in Ghana. It also provides us the platform to reflect on how we can move forward towards an enhanced interagency coordination and cooperation on ocean and coastal issues in Ghana and in the sub-region. The opportunities that this project presents for growing specialized capacity, both in research and in policy making, can become a pedal for driving and sustaining and supporting sustainable ocean governance in Africa. I'm convinced that we will succeed in the ambitions we have set for ourselves for this project. For our colleagues coming from Norway, I would like to assure you that this project has the highest support within the university. And you can see that from the university officials who are present for this university. I am personally committed to it, and we are ready to provide all the support that will make this project a success. I've also found that the government of Ghana continues to demonstrate an interest in prioritizing the ocean. I'm certain that that interest will greatly benefit from this project and its long-term ambitions. I have spoken at length with my colleagues at the School of Law, and I share in the ambition to move this ocean partnership from a project to a program and to a fully fledged and multidisciplinary center for ocean governance. Their interest in sustaining this partnership towards creating the Center for Ocean Governance in Ghana will be the first of its kind in West Africa. And so I look forward to us collaborating towards this ambition. I cannot reiterate enough the benefits that this will confer on the region. I urge our Norwegian partners to stay with us through what promises to be an exciting journey. It is also my hope that we can continue to count on your support for our research and infrastructural needs, and that you can count on our passionate dedication and efficiency in making sure the ocean remains at the center of how we improve lives in Ghana and in the sub-region. So in closing, I wish to express the readiness and full support of my office through our School of Law to any future steps that would be required to make this project and the set ambitions a success. Tusen tak, and thank you.
Thanks very much, Madam Vice Chancellor. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for a program like this, an agreement, signing of an agreement, you may be aware that it has two parties. So once we've listened to the UG side, we also need to listen to the Norwegian side. And so it is my singular honor at this point to invite Ms. Bierik Sancha to deliver her remarks. Please let's welcome.
Is it? Yes. Thank you very much, and thank you for the technical assistance from the Vice Chancellor. I think it's a good example of our partnership, how we work together. And Madam Vice Chancellor, and partners and friends from the University of Ghana, as well as partners and friends at the Arctic University that are following us online. It's a pleasure for me to be here on my first visit to another country in my role as Deputy Minister of Development. It's great to be in Ghana. We've been welcomed very warmly. It's wonderful to be here and celebrate our long-standing partnership. And the examples we have already students, or we know that you have studied and you know Norway very well, is a good example of that long-standing track record. And the ambassador mentioned we are both ocean states. And as the ocean is a unique ecosystem, we need more and closer international cooperation to manage, protect, and the use of the resources sustainably. And today's signing of an agreement between the University of Ghana and the Arctic University of Norway is an excellent example of this. We know we have many good legal scholars in the room. And the United Nations Convention of the Law of the Sea provides the international legal framework for all activities in the oceans and the seas. And so we know that clear rules are necessary to ensure a level playing field and equal opportunities. Respect for the law of the seas benefits small and large countries alike. Under the law of the sea, states have obligations to protect and preserve the marine environment and the right to exploit their natural resources in a sustainable way. It's of vital importance that all states are able to exercise their rights and fulfill their responsibilities. So capacity building is a clear priority for us. And for decades, Norway has cooperated with partner states on ocean management. On the part of Norway, we emphasize integrated management of the sea and coastal areas as the key to provide combined protection and sustainable use of the ocean. This is a cross-sectoral approach, bringing together all relevant parts of public administration, research and development, and not least the ocean and coastal-based industries. By treating different activities in the same marine area in a comprehensive manner, integrated ocean management increases predictability and facilitates coexistence between industries. Responsible and sustainable ocean management ensures sustainable harvest and food production, as well as employment, growth, and welfare for generations to come. There doesn't have to be a conflict between growth and sustainable development. Our experience shows that it's possible to harvest the sea's resources without reducing their value. The 15 members of the Ocean Panel, you know that the US recently joined, are all sitting heads of state and government, which makes it very unique. Ghana is one of the member countries represented by His Excellency the President. Ghana has been a very constructive and positive partner, not least by voicing the African perspective in this context. The Ocean Panel launched its Ocean Action Agenda in December 2020. This is a set of bold yet pragmatic priority actions to transform how the world can protect and use the ocean and ultimately sustainably manage humanity's impacts on it. The headline commitment of the Action Agenda is to achieve 100% sustainable management of all ocean areas under national jurisdiction by 2025 in the Ocean Panel countries. Other countries are encouraged to establish similar sustainable ocean planning by 2030. It is crucial to ensure that science underpins decision-making for building a sustainable economy, which in turn is vital to achieving the goals of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. So the timely launch of the UN Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development in June this year provides a good link to the Ocean Panel. And I really like the slogan of the decade, the science we need for the ocean we want. And it seems appropriate to talk about that when we are here in these halls of knowledge at the university. We must stand together and defend knowledge and science-based policy development and sustainable ocean management. Jane Lubchenco, one of the co-chairs of the expert group of the high-level panel, stated very accurately, "The ocean is not too big to fail, nor is it too big to fix, but it's certainly too big to ignore." So I look forward to the continued cooperation between our two countries on these important issues. Thank you.
So we just listened to the State Secretary for the Norwegian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Thanks very much, Madam. I will now invite the Director General of Norwegian Agency for Development Cooperation, NORAD, Mr. Bård Vegar Solhjell, for his address.
Thank you so much. And I advise you just to call me Bård from now on. That's the easiest way. Thank you so much, Vice Chancellor, for your words, leadership of the university, all Norwegian representatives. It's a great honor and a pleasure also for us from NORAD to be here, particularly because of the long-standing cooperation we have. Just like the close and lasting ties between Norway and Ghana, Norway, both the ministry and NORAD, have close ties to the university. There are in total 5 different corporations through NORAD, where the University of Ghana takes part. Those are financed through through NORAD from NORAD, where there are cooperations between different Norwegian institutions and institutions from the Global South. We also have already a strong cooperation through the Fish for Development program, and now we are entering into this. And I have also understood that several senior officials at the university actually have studied in Norway at the Norwegian University of Science and Technology, and also I learned recently at the University of Bergen, where I also used to study myself. Now we are entering into this agreement, which is strategically important for us, and we hope also for you. It is because there is a great need to build knowledge hubs for ocean governance in different places in the world. And I know that some of your ambition is to be one of these hubs in the region, possibly also on the continent. And we are a great supporter of that vision because we deem it important to us all globally. The implementing partners alongside you are, like we heard, the Arctic University, the university in Tromsø in northern Norway. And of course, on a day like this, you might think that Tromsø and Accra are very, very different places. It's probably snowing someplace in northern Norway now. But the laws of the oceans are the same, whether it's for the oceans beyond Tromsø's coasts or Accra's coasts. And the need for capacity and competence and knowledge about the oceans are the same everywhere. And we know that these are two great institutions, and we also know that the researchers of the university, the Arctic University, are looking forward to working with you in the future and are very glad for this cooperation. And like the Deputy Minister said, oceans could be a vital part of the solution to many of the most pressing challenges of the future through different of the SDGs, for instance. It could provide a vital food, and it could be an important energy solution if we manage the ocean sustainably. But we have to do that because many of the resources today are stretched or even more than that, overfished. The main solution is to build competence and knowledge and to let the facts from that knowledge inform policy as we go. And this is the reason why our cooperation with the University of Ghana is so important and why it's part of the work we are doing together on the Ocean Panel and through other development programs. So by that, I congratulate us all on behalf of us with entering into this agreement, which we will consider will be another important step towards broadening our cooperation, but also for you to build an even stronger governance center here at the university. Thank you.
Many thanks to you, Board, for the insightful address. We've now gotten to the climax of this ceremony. It's time for the signing of the agreement And to facilitate this, I would like to invite Mrs. Lauren Shiagansa, a legal officer who is representing our legal counsel, to conduct the team for the signing of the agreement. While Mrs. Gansa is preparing, I would like to acknowledge our online participants. We are so grateful to you for joining us. Thank you. Thank you very much. We clap to acknowledge this sign. Our legal team will finalize the processes and return with the signed agreement. But while we wait for them, our Vice Chancellor has something small to present to the Norwegian delegation. And so we will proceed to do that. Have to remind you of particularly of the University of Ghana. So yeah, there are a few things for you and your team. Yeah, so our photographers will conduct us for the group photographs now. We shall do the platform party first, after which other members will join. Please, the other members should kindly join.
So we can just announce that we're now meeting at the University of Ghana School of Law Auditorium for the roundtable.
We thank you all so very much. After networking, we now proceed to the University of Ghana School of Law for the roundtable discussion. Thank you very, very much.